But the story of this game to start, anyway, it's Isaac Trout. We talked a lot last night, of course, when we saw the 1 versus 2 matchup in the country. We're going to see that caliber of a player tonight in number 23 in white.
Yeah, he's averaging 24 and 13. It's unreal what he's doing this year. And Grand Island's won a few games here in a row. They had a big win last night against Omaha North on the road, and now they come here for a semi-home game. There's a lot of purple here.
There's plenty.
Like there's a nice little crowd. Westside definitely an away game or neutral site game for them feeling, but Westside escaped last night too. But Isaac is the key. Isaac is definitely the key tonight. We'll see how Westside handles him because he's a point forward. He's not just a post. Yes, he's 6'9". Hey, guess what? It's different, right? It's not 2002. So he'll bring it up. I anticipate Reggie Thomas, who is like a foot shorter, but he's super strong. I anticipate Reggie guarding him first. I talked to Coach Simons a little bit pregame for Westside, and he said, yeah, we're going to start him on him and see how it goes. We'll see. Isaac's going to need to have a big game if they're going to win this game. So, and he normally has a big game every game.
Westside's kind of a unique story. They're not real big as far as height-wise, as far as basketball in Class A goes. There's been some big guys. Obviously, Trout's on the other side, right? Yeah. But, boy, they just keep winning. There is something about this group that just has kind of rallied them together.
They have a tremendous amount of experience.
Yep.
And so you have Chandler Meeks, Reggie Thomas are the guards that are phenomenal. Logan Wilson, Payson Gillespie, Tate Odvity, C.J. Mitchell, Caleb Binning. I mean, they've all played a ton of games in their life and big moment, big environment games. So I think that's really helped them. The experience piece. You have Reggie and Chandler have started since they were freshmen. They're seniors. Right. They played in big games, and so I think that's part of it. And getting Caleb Binning back. He missed kind of after football season. He took a little bit of a break. And getting him back has certainly helped provide some depth, too, at the guard position.
And it was Benning that hit the shot last night against Central, right? Late in that one.
Corner 3, basically the game winner.
Yep, yeah. So not a buzzer beater, but essentially it was. So, again, we've got Grand Island and Westside. This is Game 6 of 7. Of course, we've got 2 nationally ranked teams coming up next in Link Academy and Wasatch Academy, but this is the feature Nebraska game. We talked about the show last night. Yeah. Well, this is the game here tonight for the state of Nebraska. Westside will be in the road red uniforms, and when I first saw, I think you had the first picture of those from a game.
They're great.
Oh my goodness, they look fantastic.
They broke them out at the Metro tournament, Metro Holiday tournament. It was phenomenal.
And Grand Island will be in the home white uniforms here. And like you said, Mike, a nice crowd that is filled in. Something that is that happened last year. And again, so many things when you talk about public events now. With COVID, everything has changed. Well, one of the things that changed last year was we went to 2 sessions, right? So we had to do 4 games and then do a deep clean of the arena and then do the last 4. Well, that session break has hung over to this year. And so we had our session break after Game 4, and now here we are with just one more game after this. And again, if you missed it, we are quote unquote a game short coming up in our schedule for today. Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln was scheduled to play Wichita Sunrise Academy here tonight. In fact, it was going to be in this time slot. Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln had to back out, kind of a last minute sort of thing. And though there were a lot of discussions, Tino Martinez is the organizer of the event. A lot of discussions. What could we do? What could they try to do? Ultimately, they just moved this game, which should have been at 9 o'clock, to 5:30, and we'll wrap things up with the 7:15 game.
Yeah, honestly, though, like this game, playing this game now is actually pretty cool. It's good. They couldn't have moved anything. The NSAA or State Association, you can't change schedules once they're locked in after like the first week of the season. You can't, and that's due to wild card points. Because if that rule wasn't in place, then guess what? Hey, Isaac Trout wins the tip. Imagine that. And there's Reggie Thomas guarding him, like you said. I anticipated that to start.
Thomas, number 11. Yeah, gives up a good 8-9 inches, but certainly not any strength or athleticism to be lost for Reggie. First Islander possession. if you're Grand Island, Mike, do you try to force one there? It's Thomas with his steal on the finish with a left hand.
They're going to want to play fast. Yep, just man-to-man press, kind of speed up Grand Island. That's the key for Omaha Westside tonight. And that's, again, something Coach Simon said at the beginning of the game. And I talked to both coaches before the game, and they both were very much so wanted their pace. And Westside wants to play fast. Grand Island would like to value possessions, I guess.
And we saw
big three.
We saw that in the previous game, but we just saw Barrett Olson there. Knocks that one, or Andy Pasa, knocks that one down. Saw contrasting styles. Elkhorn North gets a lead going into half. GICC flips the script in the second half.
Just couldn't. Tate Odvidy's having a huge year for Westside. Just missed that shot, but he's been their leading scorer pretty much all year. His ability he's actually really gotten better, developed his outside shot. His ability to kind of slash and get to the rim. And it has a nice Euro step where he brings it over the top of his head and can finish that way is really, really something.
Trout guarded by Reggie Thomas all the way up. This is something that, Isaac's used to a
late
lot.
Late
double. Boy, right across half court.
Chandler
forces another turnover. And then the finish down low. Well done by Odvedy. So a 4-3 start for the Warriors of Westside. Minute and a half gone here in the opening period. Nothing new for Grand Island, though. Yeah. Everybody's focusing their defensive efforts on Isaac Trout. And so for him to put up the numbers he has, still really remarkable as Wilson gets a nice finish there in transition. And
Logan's their actually only true post, but he's not really. He can step out and, that's a charge.
Yep. Easy call there as crashing through the lane went Kyton Fife.
Yeah. Payson Gillespie taking the charge there was really good. He's headed to Concordia University, by the way. Payson is. So, anyway, back to Logan Wilson. I mean, watch him. Okay, right here he's in the corner. He can knock down that corner three with ease. He's their tallest guy, which makes him the post player, but he's technically not really a post player.
He's about a 3.5 playing the 5, right?
2-3 zone for Grand Island. We'll see. Or no. Yep, 2-3. Yep. That's something that Central did last night against Westside. They played 2-3 zone strictly the whole game. Probably trying to slow the pace down a little bit.
Off the screen of the zone, and that's one way to attack it is screen it. An offensive rebound, the putback by Thomas out of bounds now, and we'll stay with Westside.
Yeah. Let's see if there's a screener here. Nope.
Thomas takes the inbounds, guarded there by Fife. Got multi-sport athletes out here on both squads. Kyton Fife, a college football commit.
Most of the Westside guys are basketball first guys.
Well, we're going to see a
Caleb Bennett. Yeah, he's the one.
We're going to see
he's
one,
like
right?
the one. Payson Gillespie is a knockdown three-point shooter.
He's a basketball player.
Yes.
Yes.
But that is what he is very much so known for and capable of. Grand Island needs a bucket really quick here. Because if it gets to 12-3, it might be.
The three on the right side from Olson. Short, but an offensive rebound for Sextro. And Dillon tied up. They will call a foul on Gillespie.
You want to talk about three-point shooter? Here comes Charlie Davis, who's been phenomenal this year from three. I mean, he can really shoot it. We'll see. This game obviously helps with the depth. Ooh, we missed Kyton Fife.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, illegal screen.
Yeah, coming through there. Dylan Sextro got a little tripped up and ended up basically knocking himself over into a defender. That's
something that's been an area of emphasis this year for officials is a moving screen, illegal screen, stuff like that. Kids aren't set. Definitely been a thing.
Comes down to communication. Got to tell the guy he's getting screened too, right? So a 6-point Westside lazy pass coming back here from Meeks. That is picked off. And then the foul on Davis.
got to be just stronger with the ball. I can guarantee you Coach Simons is not happy about that.
Coach Slau's okay with it, but not Coach Simons.
No, he's good. He's good with it.
That's Poss going baseline. A nice cut into the lane and the basket by Dylan Sextro. So a needed bucket there for the Islanders, trailing by 4 as we approach halfway through this first period of play. And back to that 2-3 zone. Trying to extend it up a little bit too, Mike. They're not really sagging back down low to the hoop, trying to force it, though, more towards that free throw line and keep Westside a little bit higher on the floor.
This pace is exactly what Grand Island wants it to be.
Exactly.
And that's the zone slows it down. So
Meeks gets the screen, throws it in the corner for Davis.
I'm going to let that fly.
Back up to Meeks, kicks it out. There flies the 3 from the left wing, and Trout snatches the rebound for the Islanders.
I'm going to pick that up.
Pass across the timeline. Grand Island into their set.
Depth will be a thing here, right? Westside can play 9, 10, 11 comfortably.
That's probably going to be the best play you can get if you're Grand Island and high-low. That's how you can isolate Trout. And he got through there.
He did a great job of keeping the ball up, not bringing it down, because he knows that people are just going to hack on it if he brings it down.
First bucket of the game.
Just not on time.
Isaac Trout there. In the lane, Meeks with a little floater. Got it. And a foul. Chandler Meeks gets the bucket, gets the foul. You mentioned depth. You're going to be an interesting, cat and mouse game. Grand Island not quite as deep. Westside able to roll out. How deep they going to go here today?
Yeah, I mean,
especially on the back end of a back-to-back.
Right. In comes the 3 sophomores that are pretty sensational, I would say. I mean, this is the now and the future right now. Just checked in the game. Kevin Stubblefield, number 23. CJ Mitchell, number 4, and Caleb Benning, number 2. I mean, they're the foundation for the next 2 years after this year. So, and they all played some last year. Kevin Stubblefield has had a really nice kind of last year playing double the post. God, just skipped it right over. It's great. Good
out
pass.
To Post. Left it short. Got his own rebound, though, right back to the rim. That one was blocked.
Oddity with the block. That's a nice play.
Here come the Warriors.
Skip one more.
Stubblefield
CJ.
into the corner. The 3 goes up, and a foul on the three-pointer by Mitchell. And CJ will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, Fife just got a little out of control there, I guess. On that. So, quick story, CJ Mitchell is I'm just going to assume that people don't know this. So, CJ Mitchell is the younger brother of Sharif Mitchell, who plays at Creighton and went to Omaha Burke. Mm-hmm. And their dad, Alvin Fita, is played for Bob Huggins at Cincinnati, played at Nebraska, played at UNO, and really, really knows what he's talking about. And all of them are really good on-ball defenders.
Yeah.
And it's because Alvin, their dad, that's what he does.
That's what he does.
He can still get buckets now. Like, don't let him fool you. He can. Well, I don't know about still, but like recently he could still get some buckets.
I wouldn't want to play him in the rec league.
No.
Would that be fair?
I don't even know if he plays that anymore. Mitchell with 2 free throws. He's at a nice. The quick twitchiness, right, is something that is projectable to the next level.
Poss brings it up against Mitchell. Kick and a rotate out for Cohen Evans.
Good collapse.
Trout
that was great.
Down low. Then he'll take a couple of free throws.
He split that D. I mean, CJ was there on time. He split that D. So Caleb Benning's playing the Reggie Thomas role of the undersized, strong guy. We'll see how long that works and see if it will work. I mean, comfortably, obviously, they're in the lead right now, but see if that can continue.
Isaac Trout heading off to Virginia.
Yeah.
Next year.
It's a great fit.
Yep.
It's a great fit. I know, Isaac just culturally, everything, he loves it. Like, loves the fit, coaching staff. It's really a nice fit for him. Their playing style is great. He'll be, he won't be a post. He'll be like he is now, like a little bit, point forward-ish, capable of bringing it up. Probably more of a wing player.
Into the corner of the three from Davis.
Yeah, see, they got to get – he turned one down. His release is quick enough where he can get that off. He turned one down 2 possessions ago. He needs to just let that thing fly.
Well, you got to get into the game, right? You got to
start
the sweat
going.
His
job is to do that, and that's what
he's pretty good at his job.
Yeah.
Trout trying to split the double team now. Gets it back up top for Evans. And then the swing one more time to Olsen. Here comes the Warriors.
Bending wide open 3.
And from the opposite corner that he hit the game winner last night, and a timeout.
And so here's something real quick before we're going to break. Stubblefield is like the backup post that they have, and can pull it down. The versatility is awesome. Pull it down and start the break, hit the corner. I mean, it's great.
Minute 10 to go, first quarter. Westside up by 11 when we come back to Grand Island. Eric Algan, Mike Sauter, and the rest of the Strive TV crew, thanks for joining us tonight in Grand Island from the Heartland Hoops Classic. It is all Westside right now. An 11-point lead for the Warriors, 20-9 with a minute 10 to go here in the first half. A reminder, we do have one more game coming up yet tonight. Link Academy, who we saw last night against the number 1 team in the country, Sunrise Christian Academy. Great game, back and forth. Or we saw Sunrise make the first run, and we saw runs back and forth. We never saw Link get all the way back and take a lead or anything, but it'll be interesting to see their matchup against Wasatch Academy out of Utah in our nightcap after this one. Meanwhile, Isaac Trout still going to work.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's going to have a big game.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of can he get some help.
Postseason basketball starting soon. The girls starting up next week. The guys will be the week after for some sub-districts anyway.
Yeah. Man, it's coming quick.
And then, everyone on the production team has been like, I'll come help you at State, because State.
6 days.
6 days, all the basketball. I mean, it's Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, and everything for Mike.
Super Bowl
wrapped up into 6 days in March. That's the movie title.
Super Bowl tomorrow. Oh, Super Bowl wrapped up in March?
Your Super Bowl is all of those holiday events for everybody else.
Yeah.
That's your week.
Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be super fun. It's just a matter of, if I'm alive by the end of it.
We'll see. We'll check back in on Saturday for you.
Yeah.
Still in the zone look for Grand Island. And with 30 seconds left, and a reminder, no shot clock in use for the Nebraska schools here tonight.
Yeah, they will in the next game, though.
They will have one, yes, in the next game.
Such a balance. So Westside, just real quick while we're waiting for this. Westside is such a balanced scoring team. Tate Odwitty's the team leader with 15.8 a game, and Reggie is 12 a game, and that's the only two. I mean, Chandler Meeks is 9.7, and C.J. Mitchell is 7.5 a game. I mean, big one.
Kick it out at the buzzer, just a little long from Stubblefield, and we've reached the end of the first quarter. Westside leads it by 8, 20-12 at the end of the first period. We'll come back to Grand Island for second quarter action from the Heartland Hoops Classic. After this, you're watching Strive TV.
Presidential savings all weekend long at our President's Day sale, February 18th through the 21st. Get the good chewable ice anytime with this GE Opal Ice Maker for only $5.79. Say goodbye to hand-washing dishes when you purchase this GE dishwasher for only $3.99. Save $200 off all in-stock Barca Lounger this weekend only. Our special financing makes purchasing easy, no credit needed. Shop local and save at Ken's this President's Day sale, February 18th through the 21st, or shop online at kensgi.com.
Just shop, click, drive your next vehicle at Tom Dinsdale. Shop our entire inventory from the comfort of your home. Select a vehicle, create your deal, and Tom Dinsdale will deliver your new vehicle to you. Just shop, click, drive your new vehicle at dinsdaleauto.net.
Back to Grand Island for the Heartland Hoops Classic.
People enjoying themselves here.
Right?
Look at that.
Well, they're probably,
what do you think they're talking about? Nothing?
Well, the one was probably watching it on her phone.
Maybe. Doubt it.
Yeah.
Looked like she was doing a Snapchat or whatever, TikTok chat thing.
Perhaps an Instagram
TikTok,
reel.
Graham, Snap.
Face. Man-to-man, a little switch of the defense for
It's
Grand
interesting.
Island. Or at least matching up. And into the corner of the three from
Gotta
Meeks.
close out. Gotta close out.
Yeah. If you're gonna play a box and one, the box still has to move.
Gotta close out better. I mean, Westside is 38% as a team on the year from three. You can't let them just take open threes.
And like you mentioned during the timeout, they're not shooting 5 threes a game.
No, yeah,
and shooting 38%.
Yeah.
Trout, again, gets it deep into the post. The Grand Island, since a slow start, has been better about getting Trout deeper into the post by the time he touches it. And it's been rewarded with a couple of and ones, a couple of free throws, and another set coming now.
I mean, even back to the three-point shooting, it's kind of ingrained. It's what Coach Simons does. Spread the floor, dudes that can shoot, make threes, all of that. Yeah, you look at it. I mean, Charlie Davis is 37 of 76 on the year.
Right.
Well, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's 49%. Caleb Binning is 48%.
That is pretty ridiculous.
It's not like they're taking 5 of them.
Near side, that 3 from Odvity.
No, if there's a lot of time left in this first half, but if Grand Island can be within 10-ish at half, you got to feel decent about that.
And the pace still favors Grand Island to a large extent.
Sure.
That's a nice seal down.
Good
But I got a finish from Sextro. Boy, he had the seal perfect and a nice entry pass.
Just kind of slow down a little bit. Like, just take a half of a breath there.
Yep.
To finish it. Instead, I think he just was thinking it was going to come quicker. The defense was going to come quicker. Oh, nice pass.
And skip to the corner for Gillespie.
That's how you short corner is how you can bust a defense zone, particular 2-3.
Especially if you can dribble drive it.
Yeah, like they can. And
down low, that's really easy there for Odvity.
It's too easy. Just probing.
And again, you turn that corner off the top of that zone, and the world is your oyster if you do it right. And the spacing of the floor has been great for Westside as Trout.
Travel. Oh,
no, foul. Another and one as Trout took that one from the three-point line. Just kind of muscled his way in there, had it knocked free maybe a couple times, but was able to still get that one up and in. And he does have, now Westside has put themselves in the bonus. So one more free throw here for Trout. Three-point play converted.
It's only, it's 25 to 16.
It's 9.
Sure. Yeah, it's only 9. The pace is definitely in Grand Island's favor, but can they make enough shots is the key. Yep.
And can they close out on those 3-point? That was a great.
That is Chandler Meeks getting to the free throw line extended or around the free throw line for a pull-up jumper. Goes in probably 8 out of 10 times.
Right.
In his life, I've maybe seen him do that 75 million times.
Andy Potts, nice drive there.
He
split it at the rim.
He's had a nice little game. That 3 was good.
So now it's a 7-point game.
Yeah. There's zero environment in here. This is like the driest environment ever. But that's okay.
Swinging around. Back up top for Meeks.
Oddity back in the short corner. That is a little too quick. Just slow down. Just take a second.
So another opportunity here for Grand Island, though. Again, they're not going fast. Nothing about Grand Island's offensive sets.
If they get a bucket here, they're down 4 or 5 with 4 minutes. I mean, you got to love where you're at. Got to make that entry.
Had Sextro. Now Trout will step back, shows the range,
barely
spins it out,
that
though.
Thing. That's one thing. Just with the shorter guy, and then he'll be. Is he gonna? Oh.
Back up. No, you shoot it, Logan Wilson.
Yeah, I was surprised he turned down the first one.
No, Logan, you shoot that thing.
Like I said at the beginning, he's very capable 3-point. Everyone that touches the floor, everyone that touches the floor is a very capable 3-point shooter. Chandler Meeks hasn't had a great year shooting the three. He's like the only one out of their whole team.
Nice dribble drive all the way to the rim, but can't quite finish on the drive there from Nesvara.
Even Kevin Stubblefield is 39% from 3.
Fife back into the game for Grand Island. 10-point Westside lead. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the first half as Fife goes up and able to hang on to that.
Oh, nice screen.
Good screen. Trout comes off the screen but left it short.
He's got to square shoulders a little bit more.
And now the Warriors.
You got to wonder how tired these guys may be.
Right.
They both had big games. Grand Island was in Omaha last night at Omaha North. Had a big kind of upset-ish win. You got to just wonder if they're a little bit kind of tired.
And then, like you said, not exactly the most excited and lively crowd right now.
The environment is not great.
And Grand Island going to take a full timeout here with 28-18 our score. And we will take a break, and we'll come back to the Heartland Event Center and the Heartland Hoops Classic. Right after this, you are watching Strive TV.
Savings all weekend long at our President's Day sale, February 18th through the 21st. Get the good chewable ice anytime with this GE Opal Ice Maker for only $5.79. Say goodbye to hand washing dishes when you purchase this GE dishwasher for only $3.99. Save $200 off all in-stock Barca Lounger this weekend only. Our special financing makes purchasing easy, no credit needed. Shop local and save at Ken's this President's Day sale, February 18th through the 21st, or shop online at kensgi.com.
Eric Algan and Mike Sonner back with you on Strive's coverage of the Heartland Hoops Classic. Westside leading Grand Island 28-18 in Game 6 of 7 for us here today. Link Academy, Wasatch Academy coming up after this one. Been Westside from the start, able to knock down the open shots.
Grand Island cut it to 4, just couldn't get a stop.
Yep.
There it is. Oh.
But the pass too high there from Fife
too
to
high.
Trout.
He's 6'9". He threw it to him like he was 8'10".
Well, that's why I said it was too high.
Like on a ladder. He's not on top of a roof. He's not like that. What do they call those guys? Hey Dude or whatever? The guys that jump off trampolines and dunks, trick shot guys.
Dude Perfect?
Dude Perfect, that's it. Those dudes.
Those dudes? Those dudes were in Lincoln in
no,
the fall.
I know.
That was
You
awesome.
went.
Awesome.
You know. Oh, good jump stop.
But Grand Island able to rotate well enough to keep the shot from going up just yet. About the longest possession Westside's had it.
Yeah, they don't like
outside
doing
of the end of the
this.
first quarter.
They don't want to play like this. Ooh. Nice.
Nice cut to the backside, and then the pass picked off. So
Like, just
that
go
was
make this. Just go. lay the ball in.
And if you're Grand Island, fantastic. Like, that's exactly what you want and need.
Just go.
Now Trout trying to go to work on Meeks. All the way under the rim. Had it blocked, though, from behind. And here comes Odvity. Up ahead, a blocking foul was the call right away.
Stubblefield with the backside help block there. That was pretty impressive. Again, like I said, he's had a really nice last year, summer and everything included.
A Roland replay powered by Strive AV on your screen. We will see Caleb Benning go to the free throw line. 5'11" sophomore. This is part of the group that you mentioned, Mike. This is one of the cornerstones of the next group coming up.
Yeah, you have Caleb Benning, C.J. Mitchell, Kevin Stubblefield all play on the same AAU team and have basically their whole lives, so they are very familiar with each other as well. So they all came to Westside together.
Fife pulls down that rebound for the Islanders. So the lead remains 10 with 1:50 to go here in the first half. 3 from the right side for Olsen.
That was
goes
a big
down.
shot. It was a really big shot. They needed some buckets. That was a really big shot.
High post for Stubblefield. Kicks it back out.
I think I just think Westside's being too patient. They're collapsing that middle, though.
And a blocking foul going to be called on Sextro. And it's going to be a 1-and-1 opportunity here.
Grand Island, that 2-3 zone, they are really not letting. They made a little bit of an adjustment. At least it looked like it on this possession, where they're just collapsing the lane a little bit more and letting kind of the corner happen, because they were just probing in the middle. Like Meeks, everybody was just getting in the middle there, and it was.
Well, and early in the game they collapsed and the corners were wide open, and those shots fell.
Corner,
so then they started spreading out, and then you give up the middle.
Now you're adjusting again. It's short corner stuff was working because they were getting to the middle of the paint. I don't know about most people, but I am a no middle defensive guy. You're either one or the other, right? Normally, you're either no middle or let everything flow to the middle. I would prefer the ball not getting to the middle of the floor where people can make a pass on both sides or everywhere.
Right.
That's just how I've always kind of watched it. It's the Mark Adams School of Defense.
Oh, Pass is open up ahead. He will go baseline and draws the foul.
He didn't need to foul him. You didn't even need to touch him there. You just
he
was in the air, just floating, like didn't have anywhere to go in the air. You just let that one go. Yeah,
that was on the shot. Two
shot.
shots.
They called that a shooting foul.
Well, he was in the air.
He wasn't shooting.
Yeah. He flung it at the rim well enough.
He was. That looked like me trying to do an up and under move. That was not a shot.
It might not have been graceful, but I think it was a shot, Mike.
A little tough.
All right, 1-2 there for Pass, and it's an 8-point Westside lead. Now a little half-court trap from the Islanders.
Yeah, that is a not good
Got
pass.
A deflection. Pass.
Ooh, good defense.
Ooh, just about clean there.
Like, Mitchell you can't make that pass. You got to just know better. You either skip it across, or you need someone to come to this middle of the floor. Can't get caught in the corner. Stubblefield was basically in no man's land.
Yep.
Need to be in the middle. I don't think they were maybe ready for that press break there either.
This a 1-and-1 from Pass.
Here we go again. Let's see what happens.
And the rebound for Mitchell. CJ brings it up.
No. Ooh.
Under a minute to go here in the first half.
3-2. No. Okay, 2-3. Looked like for a minute.
Pass gets it back. Ball movement. A good recovery by the Islanders there.
And Chandler isn't he'll shoot it, but look at me. I was just going to say.
He'll shoot it, but he doesn't want to.
He hasn't had a great year shooting the three. And that was what I was going to say. I mean, he's obviously capable because he made it. And, it looked like he maybe turned down the first one.
6-point game swells to 11 again for Westside. 33-22. Final 20 seconds, first half. Pass lines one up and knocks it down.
Way better defensive awareness on that play. Stubblefield just was lost the entire possession. could have got a hand up and deflected the pass and then didn't close out. That'll be something Coach Simons will notice that on film.
Up top, that's Stubblefield for the three at the end of the first half. We'll tip it around, and that is how we end.
It's only an 8-point game.
It is.
Like, I'm not sure, it's 33-25. The pace is about as slow as it gets.
And it's right where Grand Island wants it to be.
And it's only an 8-point game right where they want to be.
Heartland Event Center is the host for the Heartland Hoops Classic. We will step aside. We'll come back with some halftime highlights, a little analysis. Mike, you got a special guest tonight?
No, not like last night. No,
all right.
We can maybe find someone real quick if you want.
We can maybe find somebody. So we'll come back to Grand Island. Join us for more on Strive TV.
Braden Heidbrink. I'm a 12 whiskey, masonry and carpentry specialist in the Nebraska National Guard. Do basic construction. So in the last 30 years in the Guard, I've had a lot of opportunity. I've done 60 military funeral honor services in the state of Nebraska. I was a part of a mobile strike team for COVID. I chose the Army National Guard because I wanted to serve my country and my state while pursuing a college degree, and the Guard had the best benefits to offer.
By having good sportsmanship, we recognize the hard work and commitment of all teams participating. How we act when we compete also shows who we are as people.
Sportsmanship is going the extra mile to earn the respect of everyone in attendance.
Sportsmanship shouldn't just be on the court, it should also be in the stands and everywhere you go.
Good sportsmanship makes competing in any event more fun, but it comes from more than just the athlete. It comes from parents and coaches too.
Tom Dinsdale Automotive has created a better way to buy. We call it Your Way. Shop online. You can even reserve a vehicle before it gets delivered to our lot. Or stop by and talk to one of our friendly sales experts. Right now, you can get 0% APR on a 2022 GMC Sierra 1500 Limited Denali. See dealer for details. No matter which way you choose, you'll get the same great customer service that you'd expect from Tom Dinsdale Automotive. It's a new way, a better way, your way.
Root for your home team and be there for all of the excitement. NSAAHome.org has all your high school sports championship ticketing.
Eric Alga, Mike Sonner back with you in Grand Island for the Heartland Hoops Classic, where Westside has a 33-25 lead over Grand Island here at the half. And Mike, it's gone probably, honestly, about as good as you would have hoped for Grand Island. You are certainly in this thing. 8-point game. The pace is okay. You're fine with the pace. A little bit of cleanup on the offensive end and just an extra closeout or two on defense, and this is a little bit different. For Westside, what do they got to do to get their pace going?
I think going back to some pressure, just speed him up maybe a little bit. But Isaac is so good handling the ball. He's used to pressure and having someone in his face. Like I said, he's the point guard. He's a point forward. Maybe you just need to speed it up. Maybe you just kind of double and trap him a little bit when he catches, and then it forces you to skip or something else, and maybe that's how you create turnovers. But they need to create more turnovers. They're just kind of comfortable. Westside is right now, I think, just playing defense. It's worked. They're up 8.
Right.
They're playing fine. By no means does this feel like they're not going to win at this point in the first half. But that's just for the pace. I think that's what I would try and maybe trap a little bit more, run, jump stuff. But if you're Grand Island, you're awfully happy.
Right.
Isaac Trout, by the way, he went over 15,000 points in his career.
15,000?
Or 1,500, I'm sorry.
1,500 points.
15,000 would be like,
somewhere
whoa.
Faux Pellini's like, what is the score?
No, he hit a couple of shots, and a 3, I think, is what put him over 1,500 points. 1,500 points is a lot for a guy that's had a lot of attention, such as like him. So that's a pretty good feat. But Grand Island just needs to continue to do what they're doing.
Right.
Just kind of take the time, slow the pace. Maybe Westside can maybe not hit some shots or something like that is what, you're hoping maybe for, and get them out of rhythm. And Westside has been very patient offensively. It's clearly working. They're making enough, but it's just not, a lot right now at this point.
Right. We have got another break to take, and then we've got some Roland replay highlights that we want to show you, and we're going to give you a little bit of behind the scenes because what you're seeing here today for us at Strive, well, it's a few different things. So we want to kind of show you how we've done some things throughout the day today, and that we can do going
couple
forward.
Of quick stats. Westside is 6 of 12 from 3 against the 2-3 zone. So you maybe. I don't know what you do, right? Like, what do you do? So, Westside 6 of 12 from 3 as a team. Chandler Meeks has 9, and Isaac Trout has 11 in his 3 of 6.
All right, so we're going to take a short break. We'll come back to Grand Island after this.
Shop, click, drive your next vehicle at Tom Dinsdale. Shop our entire inventory from the comfort of your home. Select a vehicle, create your deal, and Tom Dinsdale will deliver your new vehicle to you. Just shop, click, drive your new vehicle at dinsdaleauto.net.
Heartland Hoops Classic on Strive TV. Take a look at some of the first half highlights. It's a Roland replay highlight brought to you by Strive AV. And, Mike, this is where we saw this plenty in the first half, and that's Westside going 6 of 12 from the three-point line, and it got an early one there. Isaac Trout, you gotta keep getting him the ball. Andy Poss. If Grand Island's going to come all the way back in this, we got to get Poss just a little bit more going.
A little bit, yeah, and maybe not make some, there's been some turnovers and some bad passes and bad possessions. But, I mean, Isaac has 11. He's 3 of 6 from the field. He's getting to the free throw line. 5 of his 11 are from the free throw line. Andy Poss has 9 and is 3 of 5 from the field.
And again, the ball movement from Westside as Grand Island went into that zone look. The ball movement got really good for Westside. That was back in the first half.
Yeah,
first quarter,
the third possession of the game, it scramble kind of. It was a big kind of turnover, and then I'm thinking, this is where it could get a couple turnovers in a row. Boom, 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 boom. No, it didn't. Grand Island, to their credit, calmed it down, and that's why we're at 33-25.
That's right. So, like we said, we want to give you guys a little bit of a behind the scenes, a little peek behind the curtain. We're going to let you take a look at some of the things that we've got going on today. And again, a thank you to our friends at Roland supplying some of the equipment. The camera switcher there, that's an 8-input switcher, and we've got next to that the replay system, which has been a ton of fun. Nathan Ladahoff has been running that here today, and so we've got multiple inputs coming into to replay, so that's why we can get some different highlights, angles, and then one of the definitely cool things is Sage there on Wirecast, and our friends at Telestream providing Wirecast with the broadcast. And so these guys, this equipment, again, really happy to have Roland be part of the broadcast for us here for the Heartland Hoops Classic. And we've got multiple cameras. We've got.
I don't know any of this stuff.
Where this is going right over Mike's head.
This is not my.
This is you
that
stick
looks
to the basketball
like the camera,
stuff.
and that's a camera, and I don't know what all the other words.
And we got the ring light, so if you need to make a TikTok later, we can do that
good.
too.
No, I'm probably good on that one.
All right, so.
Participating in multiple Nebraska high school activities has taught me the value of teamwork.
I learned how to be a strong leader among my peers.
We set goals as a team and work hard to accomplish them.
I strive to excel not only in the classroom, but on the playing field.
The Nebraska School Activities Association providing opportunities in 25 activities for our member high schools. NSAA activities, the other half of education.
Second half action from the Heartland Hoops Classic. Game 6 of 7 here today. And of course the game from last night. So 8 total in the event. Organized
last night was the event.
Was the event.
Is what we deemed it.
Yeah, we called last night the event. The show, can we call it a showcase? It's the Classic.
Yeah, the Classic. That's what we're in right
8 games of the Classic, and it keeps getting a little cooler, a little bigger each year. And a huge thank you, as always, to Tino Martinez. He's the head basketball coach, boys basketball coach at Grand Island Central Catholic. He's this is kind of his brainchild and his organization skills, and his wife Erin does a huge part of it too. And a huge thank you to.
It's been a phenomenal. I mean, it's awesome. 15 years into this. I've been to the last, I think, 12, and it has grown every year. I mean, the crowd is pretty good. Like for tonight, he's got to be pretty happy, I think, with the crowd so far tonight. I'm guessing more people will come for that late game.
Yeah, Oddvity gets the run out there for Westside as Trout spots up a 3. Hasn't hit a 3, has Isaac, yet tonight.
No. Has not. Ooh. Tate kind of missed Logan Wilson in the corner there.
And is this the zone look? Back, yep, still back in the zone for
just
Grand
wanted
Island.
to penetrate that. Just go around him. Like, just go around him. It's totally there. He's capable.
That's one way to do it. How about that? A little hesitation, and Meeks gets all the way to the other side.
Again, he just is patient with the ball. It looked like he was just probing, and then boom, like stepped on the gas. That kind of extra little burst.
Fife stuck, gets it off to Poss on the far side, and it's now a 4 straight points for Westside to open this second half. Poss picks up the dribble, needs some help now, gets it to Trout, but still out there near the half-court circle. Trout guarded by Reggie Thomas. We haven't mentioned Reggie a lot offensively tonight, but boy, he's doing a really nice job.
Yeah, he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Yep.
Playing his role. What the team needs him to do, that's what Reggie Thomas is doing.
Poss gets the screen, turns the corner, floats it high off the glass, and will draw the foul.
Got to let him come down
on Wilson.
On that. Like, he didn't touch him in the air, but you got to be able to land.
Yep.
And that's what happened. That's why he's called for a foul.
Impressive performances today, Mike. What have you seen?
Well, Cale Jacobson was phenomenal in the first game. He didn't play in the fourth quarter, and he almost had a triple-double.
Right.
So that was pretty good. Speaking of almost triple-doubles, Jacob Suits.
Jacob.
Not Jason, Jacob. Had, 23, 9 assists, and 9 rebounds?
Yes.
And I think he also had, 5 steals or something.
And then you interviewed Jacob.
Yeah, and then I messed that up. Yeah.
Thomas gets it across the timeline.
They're twins. It won't be the last time.
Oh, yeah, and it's certainly not the first time
nice
been.
Shot. Big shot.
They've been.
That's a great pass. Meeks has played really well tonight. Really, really well tonight.
The lead back to 7.
Yeah, pressure. See, I wouldn't mind Chandler coming over and jumping that a little bit. Maybe try and speed him up, and then you have recovery. I mean, they're quick enough to come back and get that.
So something that we mentioned, I think a couple times in that first half, both these teams played high-intensity games last night. So you wonder, maybe do you not quite have that? And if that's something, if you're Westside, can you save that unless you really think you need it in the fourth?
Maybe.
Trout,
good
turns
defense.
the corner. Yep.
That was great. Reggie Thomas was great help side defense. Came, just went about as tall as he could, which was with his wingspan maybe about 6'2", and kind of affected the play. And I'm kidding about the 6'2". It's probably more like 6'4".
That's okay.
Yeah.
The lead is 13 for Westside.
Good pass. Man, Chandler's made some great passes tonight. Really seeing the court well.
Now Andy Poss is down on the near sideline. Gets back up, though. And Thomas's three, no good. And Dylan Sextro with a rebound.
Could have got me. You're okay. It's an open shot, but maybe could have got a. Oh.
Yep, little bump there in the back by Meeks. Just a little.
Yeah, there's been worse tonight.
Vera into the game for Grand Island.
The growth of Isaac Trout's game. Let's just touch on that for a minute. I mean, from when he was a freshman till now, played for Lincoln Supreme as a freshman, was just doing first time I saw him play was he was playing in a tournament in Kansas City. I was like, whoa, who's this guy? He's long. He was super long and kind of definitely not as physically mature as he is today. He doesn't even look like the same guy. He's not even in the same.
Most of us are not as physically mature at 15 as we are at 18.
I know, but it's a major credit to him.
Nice move on the up and under for Sextro.
But Isaac has, put a ton of work into his game and to his body. He's gained weight. He knew that he needed to kind of gain some weight before the summer of last year in 21, and he did. I mean, it's really kind of neat to see just his maturity. He's a really mature kid just in general, mentally and verbally. You can hold a conversation and do all of those things. But his game has also matured because he's had to. He's double teamed all the time, most of the time, every play almost. Westside isn't necessarily doing that tonight unless he gets it in the post. But he's going to Virginia. He had offers from, felt like everybody. We're talking about a top 50, 60, depending on which outlet you look at player. And, he's pretty phenomenal journey that he's had. We're talking about a kid from Grand Island, Nebraska. That doesn't, Thomas just misses that. Trout with the foul. It's just a cool story. You have Isaac Trout from Grand Island, Nebraska going to Virginia and playing for a team that won a national title just recently.
Thomas makes good on the free throw.
That was only Trout's first foul, so no issue there or concern there at all.
The lead is 13 for Westside. 3.5 minutes to go in the third, and Fife lost it in the backcourt, but good job getting on the floor. Coach Slough able to call the timeout, and the Islanders will keep the possession.
Feels like it's getting a little hairy here. It's 13. That was, a turnover. We're getting there.
So we're going to step aside, and we'll come back to Grand Island after this. You're watching the Heartland Hoops Classic on Strive TV.
Shop, click, drive your next vehicle at Tom Dinsdale. Shop our entire inventory from the comfort of your home. Select a vehicle, create your deal, and Tom Dinsdale will deliver your new vehicle to you. Just shop, click, drive your new vehicle at DinsdaleAuto.com.
A good look there at Coach Jeremiah Slough and the Grand Island Islanders
trailing Westside. Sideline cam.
That's awesome. By the way, Leighton Oberle running the sideline cam.
Leighton's done a good job.
He's done a really nice job.
Where's he from? York?
Freshman out of York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was doing the sideline interview stuff, he's done a good job.
Well, you're going to be down there for the post game again, right?
Yeah.
The Dinsdale post game.
Maybe we'll get the
going back in the Cadillac?
Dinsdale coaches in Cadillacs.
How was that, by the way?
It was pretty cool, actually. It was the first time I've ever interviewed anyone inside of a Cadillac. Coach Simons, if they win, he told me he will not do that.
He's not going in the Cadillac?
He is
Why not?
No. It's not his.
Does he want that's a Nissan on the other side? Or do you want to go in the Nissan?
Said, no, I don't think he.
Or maybe it's Hyundai. Sorry.
Yeah, whatever that is, he's not going to sit in a car and have a conversation.
Well, okay. Then.
He didn't. When I first walked up to him, he said, whatever it is, the answer is no. And I said, well, okay.
Well, all right.
That takes a lot of options away, I guess.
Guess we won't do this, that, or the other.
No, but, I did pregame say, hey, if you win, I need you over here. This is what we're going to do.
Down 13 are the Islanders.
Man,
what help. Defense by Chandler.
Really good game. That was great. Seeing the floor well.
Gets in the corner for Benning. Missed that one, but there is the man, Odvidi.
It feels like it's getting a little getting away a little bit here. Green Island needs a bucket. They got one or two, I guess, early in the first
couple minutes of this quarter.
Yeah, it was getting away from them, and they got one. When they got a timely basket, they need another one bad. Oh, great defense. Oh, man.
Oh, the play from his backside. Odvidi, the layup, but Caleb Benning. Thank you, sir.
He's a defensive back, not a quarterback.
Holy cow.
That was great. That was a great interception. It was a great interception.
Kitan Fife.
And then he tipped it forward that was an awesome play. It was really good. Not a quarterback. I think he played quarterback though when he was younger.
Did he?
I'm not sure. I know he played wide receiver.
You could probably put him at just about anywhere.
He can play a lot of places. Don't tell his dad I said that though.
He's not listening. He's here, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Kitan Fife, speaking of football, Kitan Fife going to South Dakota State to play football.
Right.
Brother is Riker Fife, former Husker quarterback, who was I don't know if he still is going to be, but was the quarterback coach at Millard South the last couple of years. Does a good job.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
See, you got all the nuggets, man.
Nuggets are a thing. I do like spicy nuggets.
Those are good. Ooh.
Yeah. I could use a couple spicy nuggets, I think, right now.
Stubblefield kicks it out.
Open. They're just getting to the middle of the lane and doing whatever they want. It's at some point you got to think about maybe doing something different. I don't know. But what do you do? Play man? Then it's...
And a 5-second count.
Chandler Meeks again.
Yep.
He has had a great game.
He has been the guy to absolutely control both ends of the floor, hasn't he?
He's done a lot. Had a really nice game. Just making all the little plays. Oh. I get it. See, again, probing, boom, ball movement.
And that one, that's a great recovery by Sextro to knock that one away.
Yeah, that was really good. Their ball movement for Westside, that was amazing in that play.
Another rolling replay powered by Strive AV. There goes Sextro knocking that into the media row over there.
Yeah. Better wake them up over there.
Somebody's got a laptop, by the way, sitting on the wall.
Yeah, that's
and it's been there all day, and
TV.
And it's made me so nervous.
Yeah, it's TV person. He's wide open. Whoa.
Mitchell turns down the three. And instead, the three from the corner. Well, if you're going to give up one, you might as well make sure the other guy makes it.
He's having
There's Chandler Meek. Dare I say, I'll give him a
nomination
nomination
be the player of the game
for the Dinsdale Player of the Game.
Yeah,
I would go there.
It would have to be something crazy happen for that not to happen.
Fife with his dribble in the final 10 seconds here of the third quarter. As Westside has opened it up to a 19-point lead. Pass with 4 with 3. And we're going to get a sideline out of bounds. Well, for just a second, I think the crowd wondered, we're not counting that as a shot, right?
Yeah,
no
way.
2.5 to go.
Yeah. Green Island needs something to happen good here.
Trout will take it. The long three bounces off. And that's how we end the third quarter. Westside 49, Grand Island 30. The fourth and final quarter from the Game 6 of the Heartland Hoops Classic is coming up next.
Shop, click, drive your next vehicle at Tom Dinsdale. Shop our entire inventory from the comfort of your home. Select a vehicle, create your deal, and Tom Dinsdale will deliver your new vehicle to you. Just shop, click, drive your new vehicle at dinsdaleauto.net.
Eric Allgood and Mike Sauter back with you in Grand Island for the Heartland Hoops Classic. The nightcap still to come. Link Academy, Wasatch Academy. We should be right on a 7:15 start time.
Yeah, I think we're going to be right on the 7:15, it feels like, at this point.
You mentioned some of the performances today, Mike. That first game, we come right out of the gate, 8 o'clock. Perhaps most of the state still rubbing the sleep out of their eyes, but Cale Jacobson, he was up early and was getting buckets early in the day, had 25 in the first half on their way to a big win for Ashland Greenwood over Northwest out of Grand Island. Game 2 was Donovan Trumbull and Osceola, a couple of D2, C2 matchup there. And Donovan Trumbull played really, really well. That's not a bad Osceola team.
No, yeah.
Donovan Trumbull played awesome.
Donovan Trumbull's really good. Osceola will be in the mix for sure in D2 before it's all said and done. But their sub-district is really tough, too. I think they have St. Francis in their sub-district, which matches up well. I was impressed with Donovan Trumbull. They're not the biggest team at all, but they were pretty good today. I mean,
yep.
they obviously, I think they're really, really well coached. So I kind of like what they got going on there. They might be able to make a run. We'll see if they can kind of get that done. But it was a good game.
Isaac Trout converts the three-point play. The third foul, by the way, on Charlie Davis for Westside. Game 3 of the day, Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family defeating Milford. We mentioned it was Jason Suits with the near triple-double. No, Jacob.
Yep, wrong
Darn
one.
it, see?
Let's
I got
not
it
mess
wrong
that up again. I already did that once.
23 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, right?
Yeah.
In the game?
Yeah.
About 5 blocks to go along with that, too.
23, 9, and 9. That's
23, 9, and 9. That's a heck of a line right there. Then game 4, Omaha Concordia shot it really well against Aurora. And
Aurora's big, man.
Huge,
they're big.
Right?
Now, Concordia for a C1 team. C1 is a bear. It is like
it's really good.
It's
like volleyball. It's like
it's the toughest.
C1 boys is
C1 boys
deep.
This year is the deepest for sure. I don't think there's kind of anybody questioning that, especially at the top. I think the top of C1 can be top 5 and B for sure.
And then you had the Game 5, Elkhorn North had
the best game of the day.
Had a nice halftime lead, but GICC flips the script in the second half. They win it by 7 over Elkhorn North. Now here we are in Game 6 between Grand Island and Westside. We've got Link Academy and Wasatch Academy, 2 nationally ranked teams coming up in our nightcap at 7:15 here this evening.
That game should be pretty good. Saw Wasatch practice yesterday. Saw Link last night. We'll see how Link bounces back in that one.
Yep, first loss of the season for Link. Last night was to the number 1 ranked team in the country.
It was a phenomenal game.
It was how basketball's supposed to look,
yeah,
right?
Oh, yeah. On the ball, if you like defense, man-to-man defense and pressure in the ball and teams running actually real sets and, like, not slowing the pace. I mean, it was fantastic.
Poss makes good on both free throws, gets a break.
CJ Mitchell got called for a foul there. Like, I mean, I guess he bumped him a little bit, but he also let about 3 of them go before that. So he hasn't been in a rhythm tonight as much, but I guess they haven't needed him to be.
The rhythm's been okay elsewhere in the Westside lineup, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's just.
And then this guy, Chandler Meeks, has just been phenomenal.
Yeah, he's had a heck of a game.
A switch of the defense for Grand Island. It's a 1-3-1 now instead of a 2-3 that we've seen from the Islanders
There's
most
that
of the
corner
game.
Logan Wilson 3 that I was talking about in the first. Oh, man. Ouch. Ooh. Did he just land on the ball?
I think so.
Man. Good thing he's got just like nothing but muscle in there because like pocket Hercules out there. Seriously.
Yeah.
He's like.
He's strong.
Reggie Thomas is
strong
like the
dude.
Strongest. However tall they list him at, guy. 5.
They give him 6 foot in this program.
I mean.
Oddbody with the basket there. Boy, he has been quietly very, very solid. Leading scorer on the season for Westside.
Yeah, for sure. And again, he's got 13 points. He's averaging 15, 16, something like that on the year. So Yeah, 15.8, and he's at 13. Oh, maybe
Meeks.
a travel.
Meeks got Tyler Fay.
Look
up
at
in
that.
the
What
air.
I say in the first half? He gets to the free throw line extended. It's like
going in.
8 out of 10. It's going in. He's now one of 2. That's 50%. He's got to do a little better than that. I need about one more of those to go in. Then it'll be at 75.
Trout
Doubling
through the
Trout.
double team. Can't get the pass clean because there goes that guy again,
Feel
Chandler
like he's
Meeks.
getting a little frustrated. Good skip.
Hand
Charlie.
it back. Charlie Davis. That shot, no. Rebound for Nesvara.
They list Reggie at 6 foot. I am 6 foot. I mean, I personally am 6 foot tall.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
He is not as tall as me. I'll just say that.
Okay.
I'll give him 5'10", 5'11". Depends on how long his hair is that day, maybe. I don't know. But he is strong. He's way stronger than me.
Right.
Or basically a lot. I think maybe anyone.
Basically anybody else?
Yeah. Maybe not Kite Fife. He's a pretty strong guy.
Yeah. 1-1 here for Trout.
Yeah. He's at 15 points. He'll get to his 20 before this game's over.
He's going to earn it, though.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely earning everything tonight. Westside's at 18 fouls, so they're in the bonus the rest of the way. I'm not sure that, is necessarily going to matter a ton.
Break down this Class A for me, field, because here we see Westside ranked number 1. They've had some tussles, but like we said in the opening, they just keep winning.
Yeah.
They just keep taking on these challenges.
If they keep sharing the ball like this, good luck.
Yeah.
Like, that was something right there, I think. That 3 just extra passes. Phenomenal. Right now, as we sit, Westside clearly only has the 1 loss, and that was to Millard North on the opening Saturday of the season. So way back in December, which feels like forever ago.
It was forever ago, 3 months ago.
Yeah, so that's their 1 loss, and they avenged it. They won the Metro title. They're clearly the number 1 team. And then I do think it's kind of tiered, right? It's Westside, Bellevue West, Millard North, whichever 3, they're the 3. And then it's everybody kind of else right now. I mean, Central's maybe that 4th. Gretna lost to Omaha North. Omaha North kind of could have had a nice 2-0 week, but they lose to Grand Island last night. So it's everyone's kind of beating everybody. There are a handful of teams, though, that I would not want to see as a 2 seed in my district in A. One of them is Pius, and one of them is Pius, and the other is Elkhorn South, and another is Millard South. Because Millard South, you want to talk about value possessions. That's what we're calling it nowadays.
Right.
Yeah, nice
pass. What a feed.
He's got to have double-digit assists, it feels like. So I think Millard South, Elkhorn South, and Pius are the 3 teams that dangerous you don't want to mess with.
So what you're saying is opening day of the Class A boys tournament appointment viewing.
Could be pretty good, yeah.
We're going to take a commercial break. It is all Westside with 3.5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter from the Heartland Hoops Classic in Grand Island.
Presidential savings all weekend long at our President's Day sale, February 18th through the 21st. Get the good chewable ice anytime with this GE Opal Ice Maker for only $5.79. Say goodbye to hand washing dishes when you purchase this GE dishwasher for only $3.99. Save $200 off all in-stock Barca Lounger this weekend only. Our special financing makes purchasing easy, no credit needed. Shop local and save at Ken's this President's Day sale, February 18th through the 21st, or shop online at kensgi.com.
Become a new Strive school. Join a community of educators and students. Get access to support, resources, and education. Your fans watch for free, and there's even a new revenue opportunity for your school. Contact sales at strive.tv to sign up your school to become a Strive school.
All Westside here in the 4th quarter, 3.5 minutes to go, 60-37.
Yeah.
Game 6 now, Game 7 coming up. Link Academy against Wasatch Academy.
Some high-level guys. I mean, you have guys committed to Syracuse. You have 5-star guys. You have guys. I mean, ton of power conference guys playing in that game. So
there's some guys playing in our next game that are going to be paid to play basketball
for sure.
within the next few years.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, it's great defense by Benning.
Nearly got it poked free.
It's good defense, too. Travel? Nope, foul.
Nope, foul. As Sextro
Maybe could have traveled.
Making the move. Mike, we got to give a shout out to the banner ad on our homepage of Strive.tv.
Yeah, what's up?
If you have you ever been axe throwing?
No. I'd try to steer clear of.
I would recommend it, and if you're going to go axe throwing, I would recommend Axe Holes in Grand Island.
Axe Holes? That's a place?
Axe
yeah,
Holes.
it is.
It is.
Up north.
It's
yeah, that's right.
Yes, it's a real thing.
281. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Huh.
And
Never
the
been.
Axe Holes in Grand Island, they have another location in Kearney.
Oh, they have two of them.
Yeah, they do. So you got the axe throwing, and you get.
Is that the one where you throw the axe over your head at a target?
Yeah,
which is
and you
wood.
throw it into the wood.
Yeah,
and they teach you how to do it. You're not just like, hey, there's an axe, and I'm going to throw it at the wall. They teach you how to do it and what the proper form would be.
I mean, come on,
it's just
y'all.
it is a ton of fun. It is a ton of fun.
Your idea of fun and mine, probably two different things.
Well, apparently. It's a good date night activity. How about that?
You got to have those first in order to do them. But
you got to have time for a date night.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. No, I get you.
Yeah. Payson had a nice game. Westside just played really under control. They haven't turned it over. There's some plays here and there that you say they went back, but they really just controlled the game the whole way.
Andy Poss with it.
Needed. Yeah.
And
he's going to call foul.
Oddvity with a foul.
It looked like he maybe was going to like he was going to call a travel, but then he backed out of that and went with the hold and stopped the clock.
19 points for Oddvity, by the way, in the game.
Yeah.
But that just his first person.
It's a very quiet 19 points.
Right?
It doesn't feel like
he has made every routine play that you could ask of him right now.
Him and their whole team really has played well, I think. Like, I think everyone's kind of contributed. It's just what they do. Like, everybody contributes a little bit. Coach Simons has really done a nice job with this group. Like I said, they have the experienced older guys, and then they have the three kind of young bucks that come in and make an impact as well.
Two extra passes ends up in a three, and a good three at that. For
Pacing
Gillespie.
Gillespie open in the corner is probably not ideal defense. I would say that.
But, and you might wonder if you're a Grand Island fan, well, can we press these guys? Well, that's what happens when you press.
Not much you can do.
Fife with the nice drive, gets the finish off the glass. But still a 23-point lead for Westside.
We're going to have some bench play here soon. CJ Mitchell is going to check back in. Charlie Davis is going to check back in.
Oddvity to the corner.
Malik Crawford's going to see his first little bit of action here. Another sophomore. Or no, Malik Crawford, sorry, he's a junior. Still like a guy next year they're going to have to count on. 23-point game with a minute left. What do you want to talk about? The game?
Yeah.
All right.
What else are you going to talk
Hey,
about?
there you go, Kitan.
Fife gets free.
Good play by Poss there.
Could mention, as we did last night, that Mike, outside of you and me and our director tonight, Roger Harpstark, we call him Rambo.
Yeah.
The rest of our crew, the oldest they are is fresh out of college, but most of them, in fact, all of our camera kids, all high school students.
It's a pretty cool experience for them.
We've got, GICC, Northwest, and York represented on cameras right now. So a fun group and fun to be a part of that and give these kids the opportunity. Isaac Trout exits probably for the final time of that game.
His night's over.
And we've
Good
got him
showing. Good. I mean, he's obviously. I talked to him. I mean, I don't know what more I could have said in the third quarter about how good he is and how good he's going to be.
Benning drives and will shoot a couple of free throws coming. Charlie Bloom into the game for Westside. Elijah Garrett out there for Grand Island along with Kazade Mukoma. Brandon Fox, Riley Plummer, and Colton Marsh. Last name was Brown. We don't have a 25 listed on the program. Yeah. That's where we got to in this one is we're beyond what's listed on the roster sheet. But still, it's going to be fun to see how anybody else goes with Westside, I think, the rest of the year, right? Like you said before, if they're going to pass and share it, careful.
Wow, that was...
you pay a lot of money to sit down there.
That looked like it came off a knee.
But that's the risk you run. Mm-hmm. Pay a lot of money to sit down there. Anyway.
Yeah.
But, again, if Westside is going to share the ball the way they did in a game like this.
It'd be tough to beat.
Man, and it as well as they can shoot it as well. And it's not just one. It's not just two or three. It is everybody on the floor can hit that shot if it's open. That was a really nice seal and a finish there for
You can't
Mukoma.
like that defensive effort. I mean, I know it's still, but you just... You don't want that big of a drop-off. That was not a great defensive effort.
67-46 looks like it will be your final score of our game here tonight. Westside cements their #1 standing in Class A with a dominating performance over the Islanders of Grand Island. 67-46 your final score. We've got some post-game activities. Mike is going to run down for a little Dinsdale post-game show. Stick around for that. We'll also have the roll and replay highlights powered by Strive AV. That's coming up on the post-game after this from Grand Island.
Dinsdale Automotive has created a better way to buy. We call it Your Way. Shop online. You can even reserve a vehicle before it gets delivered to our lot. Or stop by and talk to one of our friendly sales experts. Right now, you can get 0% APR on a 2022 GMC Sierra 1500 Limited Denali. See dealer for details. No matter which way you choose, you'll get the same great customer service that you'd expect from Tom Dinsdale Automotive. It's a new way, a better way, your way.
Presidential savings all weekend long at our President's Day sale, February 18th through the 21st. Get the good chewable ice anytime with this GE Opal ice maker for only $5.79. Say goodbye to hand washing dishes when you purchase this GE dishwasher for only $3.99. Save $200 off all in-stock Barca Lounger this weekend only. Our special financing makes purchasing easy, no credit needed. Shop local and save at Ken's this President's Day sale, February 18th through the 21st, or shop online at kensgi.com.
Back with you in Grand Island, 67-46 your final count. A dominating performance by Westside. Let's take a look at the Roland replay highlights brought to you and powered by Strive AV. And it was Westside from the start. Isaac Trout doing everything he could, but the defense really collapsed down. And Chandler Meeks was just fantastic. He got the steal from behind there. That was at the end of an incredible play by Caleb Benning. And you're going to see a lot of red team highlights here because, boy, it was all Westside in this one. The ball movement was fantastic for the Warriors. This time was Andy Poss did split the double team on his way to the rim. A nice game for Andy, just not quite enough. And then give it and get it right back. Logan Wilson was able to knock down that three-pointer from the top of the key. One of the best plays of the night, a high-low to Isaac Trout, and he was able to finish with a two-hand slam. So again, the rolling replay highlights brought to you by Strive AV. Another quick commercial break. We're going to send it down to Mike Sauter coming up in just a little bit. You're watching the Heartland Hoops Classic on Strive TV. Time for some Dinsdale post-game comments. Mike Sauter is on the floor with our Dinsdale player of the game.
Westside in our little setup area with the TD Dinsdale player of the game. That is Chandler Meeks. Chandler, you were efficient shooting, saw the floor really well. Their zone didn't bother you. Is that something that you guys maybe prepared for, or obviously you saw that all game last night?
Last night, Coach Simon said that zone kind of gave us some practice, so we knew that Grand Island would come out and play zone and try to do what we had to do, but last night since we kind of got with us and stuck in the game with that 2-3 zone and kind of worked some new things out today during walkthrough practice and then came out and performed very well today.
Yeah, I mean, you guys clearly just kind of controlled the game and,
okay.
and it never at any point felt like it was, in question. Yeah. But the pace was maybe a little slower than you guys like. Talk to me about, I guess, how, you guys can play with both, pace fast. You prefer to play fast, but even in a slower style, you still were able to find shots, and you did a terrific job of finding your open teammates.
Really, our whole team key is just being unselfish, no matter what the pace is. We will like it fast and we prefer that, but if the game slowed down, we know how to get everybody open and then everybody's unselfish. So it's not really our team, like me, it's all of us. Right? Whatever the situation is, we're ready.
All right, congratulations. All right, we'll bring Coach Simons in here next. Coach, I know you're super excited to speak to me right now.
Well, I guess it's better than the alternative, so.
I'm losing, yes.
Most of the time I'm not that excited to speak to you, but in this situation, I guess I am. So.
We could have done coaches and Cadillacs, but you turned that idea down. No.
I'm good here, so.
Obviously, it was a little bit slower pace than what you guys like to play. But Chandler did a great job. Everyone really did a good job of just sharing the ball. And how much did maybe last night going against the 2-3 zone help you tonight?
Helped us a ton. We thought Central would play some zone. They played more than we anticipated because we didn't really give them any reason to get out of the zone. So I was worried middle of the week, and we spend most of our time, no matter what the situation is, preparing for the Friday opponent. So I was worried about this game because we hadn't done as much zone prep as maybe I would like to for playing GI, but like I told our guys, then we got 25, 26 minutes of live zone prep last night against a really active, really good zone. So we tweaked a couple things in our practice this morning, but I think there's no question it helped us. Our execution against the zone this afternoon was much better than what it was last night.
Chandler probing, did a really nice job of getting to his spot. I mean, you guys just shared the ball so well tonight.
Yeah, and that's been a real mark of our group. I mean, they're such an unselfish group, whether it's, how many minutes they're playing, shot selection, and honestly, we think it's our greatest weapon. We have 9 guys that we trust in any situation. Awesome for Chandler to play so well tonight. Chandler wasn't his best night offensively last night, and CJ Mitchell was in at the point, and CJ made 2 big threes in the fourth quarter, and Chandler's a 4-year starter for us, and he's on the bench in a 1-possession game. There's not a lot of kids as a senior who would have the character, and you watch the film from last night, when CJ knocks down those 2 threes, there's nobody on our bench cheering harder for CJ than Chan was, and there are not many kids that would have that character. Then we put him in defensively in the last possession. Everybody knows he's going to go to Jay, and Jay was tremendous, and Chandler forces him into a turnover. And so for Chandler to come out and play well tonight was, I thought, he deserved that for what a good teammate he was last night.
Your last one here, I'll let you go. Just to your team, but defensively, you guys did a really nice job of just limiting, I guess, opportunities for Trout. Even though he had, I think, 19, 20 points, a little bit under that average, but I think you guys did a really nice job defensively.
You know, that part, it helped us. You know, we played Jay Dawson last night. You know, if you're playing two of the,
elite scorers,
two of the three best players in the state on back-to-back nights, and they're different, you know, but our game plan was kind of similar for both of them. Reggie obviously took the lead, and Reggie's just so tough. He's physical. He plays without fouling. You know, I thought made it really hard on Isaac, and then Chandler and Caleb Benning both spent some time on him as well. When he got to the post, we did a good job with our doubles. You know, when you play somebody as good as him or somebody as good as Jay last night, you're not going to shut him out. Our big thing is just really make everything tough and make him earn it. And I thought Isaac, you know, did what Isaac did tonight, but we made him earn it. I don't think he had many easy ones.
All right, congratulations, Coach. Get to your team. Yeah. All right, well, back to you, Eric.
67-46, your final score. Thank you to Mike. Thank you to Coach. And thank you. Congratulations to Chandler Meeks, our Dinsdale player of the game. Coming up, it's our nightcap. Link Academy and Wasatch Academy. You can watch it right here on Strive TV. Thanks for joining us. Back for the nightcap from the Heartland Hoops Classic right after this.